Golden fights for truth, honor, and justice. Golden becomes Super Golden. That sounds about canon. Good day, good people. I find in the year of the Paradigm Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Kafka. Anomaly, the Nomokars, you know me as the man who is kind of excited to bring you today's episode. In fact, it's today's episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games, and let me talk to you first and foremost. Tonight is Fracture, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But for right now, we have the top 6 people from the finales. The top 6 people from the Champion of Champions finales, the tag team finales, both of the OC finales, all here, and I was like, maybe we should just make the Rumble a part of preseason, just like a standard part will always happen in preseason, and that is what we're doing here today. We have our top 6 from all of those episodes, all of those finales, and we celebrate them here today. Yeah, that is what it is at this point. And they will be competing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Avi, actually, we'll say that in a second. First, let's introduce the top 6 from every episode. We got the new Champion of Champions and Maki. Kaki Maki with that championship. We also have Gundam, Ruruka, Ryoma, Nagisa, Crazy Hyoko, and Makoto starts off our tag team championships, but he's not the only tag team champion because there was a tag team co-championship, tag team tie, for lack of better terms. Yeah, it was Makoto and Kizakura both reigning as champions now, here with Boss, Kole, Hiro, and Hutao. And as we keep going, we have the new OC champion in Taz, who saved us from a Squid victory. Squid is here though, today, with Kokoro, Koru, Golden, and Hironobu, and thankfully JFJ wasn't actually in the top 6, but you know who was the champion who made him champion, tag team champion Melody, here with Izzy, who is not champion, so I would need to change that sprite, as well as Kunichiro, Abigail, Arrow, and Kara, and as I get the Izzy sprite from my big ol' long old list of sprites. Where would that be? I know where it would be. Open this. But as I do this, you might be wondering to yourself, hey, Avi, isn't that, that's not 30 people, that's 26 people. Well, right now you can also see that nobody has any Rumble entrants in their name. That will all change because in another tab, I have added 6 more people to this game. 6 people who I was like, you know what, it might be fun to see you in this game. I think all of them are from either a series that we just recently ended, or series that are actually ongoing. In those 6. And one that's just for fun. That being said, I don't know if it's just one that's just for fun. But I will digress. We will come back to it. In fact, now that I'm sitting here and thinking about it, I think there was another character that I wanted to put in here, but deferred to another character for the lulz, for the ha-has. That being said, let me grab this Izzy sprite because I will need to do that. Where would it be? You know, while I grab this, it might be kosher to say Makoto is champion here in the Hunger Games Tag Team Championship. In the AWE, he is the AWE champion, but that could change tonight as Fracture rolls on. It is gonna be a big night for Fracture because tonight, I don't know if you all saw Sunday, but Sunday was a trying time. It was an emotional time for many of the viewers, maybe for everybody watching, as Kaveh was made an example of by the Equalist movement, and most notably, it was Al-Haytham who brought Kaveh to Amon. We all watched in horror as his vision went dark, went gray, and he lost his connection to his Archon. Navia, all the Vision Bearers, essentially everybody was all choked up afterwards. She visited Kaveh in medical, and she said, we're gonna figure this Equalist movement thing out, and then you will get your championship opportunity like you should have had at Fracture. And from what I've been told from my general manager Navia, is specifically Kaveh said, no, I'm going to that fight, and I'm going this Friday. He does not want what has happened. And you know what, I understand that. And you know what, maybe I'll save that for Sunday, but like emotionally for me, I get that. Everyone's in a little bit of a panic. Everyone's like, the equalist movement has to go down. Kaveh is essentially being the beacon of hope that Makoto feels like he can't be. Which is kind of crazy to me. Because if that match wouldn't have happened, you could just say, wow, Amon wins. That's crazy. So we all appreciate Kaveh for that. That is a big time thing. That being said, we got a whole bunch of other things. We got both tag team championships on the line. We got two big ladder match qualifiers, triple threat qualifiers. You know what else we have? We actually have Hina versus Panette. Last time these two did battle, Hina was not the champion, and Panette crushed her. Hina said, look, to get this sour taste out of my mouth, we'll do this fight again. If you can beat me one more time, I'll defend my championship against you before AV Mania, potentially giving up her AV Mania spot. Panette said, I'd be more than happy to whoop you again, which is crazy work. So that match will be happening tonight. I don't know if there's anything else. That's a Sunday thing. That being said, we got ourselves a whole show. I think I did a pretty good job. While I'm still looking for I'm in the wrong folder. That's what's going on. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. But hey, now you know the things that are happening in Fracture. And Fracture is tonight, by the way. But you know what else is tonight? The Danganronpa Hunger Games. They're happening right now. I need to get you guys a question as well. While you guys while I find what I am looking for, which is here. Right here. It should be this one. Is he non-champ? Indeed it is. Excellent. As simple as that. While you guys, in fact, make your picks first, second, and third. Make them right now, if you already haven't, because I am about to switch back to just me. Fade me over to just me, actually. Wow, it's just me. Because I'm gonna switch tabs. I'm going to start the simulation. Because I want it to be like, oh my gosh, things are happening right here, right now. That's crazy. So we don't spoil the 6 additional ones or the entrance order. So let me know, who do you got? First, second, third. You know what? Just, you know, with respect to Kaveh, let's talk visions. If you had a vision, or if you think you would have a vision, which vision do you think you would have? This is a Genshin question, so this is for all the folks who know some Genshin, or not necessarily. For the folks who are familiar with Genshin, give me which region, like not Tibet, wow, like Mondstadt, Lee, yeah, etc., etc. And give me which vision you think you would have. In terms of people who aren't familiar with the regions, just give me the vision based on Pyro, fire, Electro, Hydro, Geo, Dendro, which is earthy, grass, you know, Geo, and Cryo. I think I named all of them. Did I forget one? I think that's all of them. Great. That being said, I guess I could have thought of it. Oh, and Animo. I was gonna say, wait, that's not right. I'm missing one. Anywho, Animo being air. Pick one of those. I'll pick mine as well. I'm definitely going to leave. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back to Mondstadt. I just like something about Mondstadt's just real simple, and I feel like a small little town, or I guess small little city like Mondstadt, just it feels nicer. It feels like where everybody knows your name. So I'm picking Mondstadt. That's where I would go. And your boy's getting a Geovision. You better believe I am. Anywho, which is counterintuitive to what you would think for the United States Aviator to be Animo. Nah, your boy's got Geo. Even, so like, I've also had this conversation with my friends, like, okay, between the 4 bending styles in Avatar, it always comes down to me saying like, yeah, you'd be an earthbender. So I feel like the same also generally applies in that regard. That being said, I have the correct tab open. And it's time to start. I have nothing to roll, so it's actually time to really start. Shall we? And as we do such, I will start round 1. And I will show you the number 1 and number 2 as we fade on in. Are Ryoma and Hironobu at 1 and 2, and, well, I suppose the horns are still sounding, aren't they? Thank you, horn bearers. You're doing your part. You sure are smart. And as you can see, there are 30 people, so I wonder who will be our mystery entrance. You know, it's nice to have some surprises in a Rumble, so I'm like, oh, you know, let's sprinkle a little surprise in here. That being said, let's get this show on the road. Next round sees Hironobu has found a Yeet-Ball, and Ryoma steals it. Hironobu finds a hat rack, so many hats. Ryoma has run his Yeet-Ball back for a touchdown, and Squid has joined the fray. Squid, I think, entering early. I think Squid was originally set to be number 10. Thank goodness he's in at number 3. And is he out first? Not yet. But Ryoma begins to glow brightly and becomes a light bearer. If he if he becomes a light bearer and somehow wins this game from the number 1 spot, that'd be kind of crazy. That being said, Squid picks up whatever looks neat and cool, lying in various places, and Hironobu twiddles his thumbs. We go on the next one as Ryoma finds a bike, cue the bike theme, and we will play the bike theme real quick, just for a second. That's not the bike theme, but it's a, hold on. Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard this song in a little bit, so you know, I just had to get it. That being said, it's the bike theme, and you know what that bike theme means? Squid trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck, and Hironobu looks around for stuff to scrounge. That is, I guess, a very quick, saddest of all moments of the things for Squid. Yeah, but we ain't that sad, are we? We're gonna proceed. Perish. We will continue. Still 2 in here. Hironobu finds a slingshot, how quaint, might be useful in a pinch, and Ryoma finds some moon shoes, more reliable for any broken ankles. Hironobu finds Pilot? Pilot, what you doing? Who would have thought? Brings him back to his tank, and Ryoma jumps higher than the tree line, sticks the landing. As Hironobu challenges Ryoma to a duel, Hironobu bites the dust as Gundam, Kizakura, and Veruca all run into the fray as entrance number, what? 4, 5, and 6. 24 left to go in, and a quick saddest of all moments. Actually, no, it was a quick Claire de Lune 4. Hironobu. But we go on, the beat goes on, and we see who's next. Next, we see Kizakura perishing immediately as he gets, kind of wanders off and gets lost and never seen again. Now, in my lore for this game, it's like he's crawling under the bottom rope. And people think that he's out, and we're just gonna forget about it. If he comes back into it, he's like coming back as he was in the bottom rope, but now he's not. Anywho, Gundam has found the Omnitrix. He's Gundam 10. Ruka finds a boombox time with some sick beats, and Ryoma finds some caveman gear. He's still in from number 1, but out right now, it's a Claire de Lune 4. Kizakura. But, as I said, the beat goes on. And next round begins. We see Gundam transforms into a massive 4-on alien and tosses Ruka into the sky. She's blasting off again. And there she goes. Hiro runs in the arena, joining the fray as well, as Ryoma sobs quietly as Tsubasa from Tokyo Mirage Sessions Fire Emblem Encore joins the fray. That's not Kiria, who, as I was starting this game, I was like, man, I had an opportunity to put Kiria in this game, and I could have played Reincarnation right here, right now. Don't worry. I'm looking at you, AWE. I'm gonna talk to Sundavian. That being said, we're gonna keep going as Tsubasa is our first surprise entrant in this Rumble. Everybody say actually don't say Reincarnation. That's not her song. Don't do that. Hit the Claire de Lune for Ruruka. Ruruka. We will proceed again. And as we go on, as we proceed again, we see Gundam thinks of a dark poem. Hero accepts the shadow as hero rather gains a power persona, and having a persona in this game, in a rumble, always very nice, very good. Tsubasa attacks Ryoma from behind and kills him. Koru runs into the arena joining the fray as Maki, the champion, runs in as well, but Ryoma, who was in at number 1, is out as we enter number 10. 10 people have entered this rumble, and 1 man is gone, and that man, a Clary Loon Forum. The Kang, Ryoma. Never forget, he got that thing. Bow the knee to your Kang. We will proceed though. We gotta keep on keeping on, because we don't know who's gonna enter next. We still have 4 mystery entrants to go. I think Tsubasa actually did enter at the right entrant. We will click the next round and see that Gundam has transformed into an alien with a body as hard as diamond. Gundam proceeds to headbutt Maki and Hero, killing them both. And I will also say, Gundam, very strong contender because he's got the Omnitrix now as Kunichiro runs to the arena joining the fray. Koru has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Tsubasa found a pillow, so sleepy. Oh no. Subizi. And Abigail runs to the arena joining the fray as well. We are down a champion and a consigliere or an underboss. I'm not entirely sure what Saturday is calling Hero, a part of the Mafia, but that being said, to Claire de Lune 4. Maki, Hero. Well, we are 18 people left to enter this rumble. We are at entrant, I guess we're about to get potentially entrant number 14. Who will they be? What? Well, actually, we're about to get entrant number 13. Who will they be? Well, let's find out. Because there are no saving grace picks, at least not until everyone enters the rumble, and that may be, that may not happen. You might not get any extra picks, so hopefully your picks are doing okay. I don't think I made any picks. Tragic. That being said, we will go on as Nagisa is going to be entrant number 13, but Abigail uses mysterious gas to knock out Kunichiro and Tsubasa death collars on both of them. Kunichiro searches around for anyone who can get this collar off of him. As Gundam transforms into an alien with a flame body, he shoots white hot fireballs at Koru, turning him to ash, and that's what I'm talking about. That Omnitrix is dangerous, but Tsubasa, she's just found a fishing rod. She's gonna catch all the fish. Catch all the fish. She's gonna catch all the fish. Boom, boom, catch all the fish. She's gonna catch all the fish. Nagisa runs to the arena, also joining the fray at number 13. 17 people still enter this rumble, and Koru is its latest victim into Claire de Lune 4. Koru. However, we ain't done. It ain't over yet. We proceed again. We are getting to potentially entrant number 14, and it is entrant number 14, and it's everybody's favorite face. It's Golden joining the fray as Gundam cycles through his alien choices. Abigail finds a skateboard. Time to do some sick moves. Nagisa is cooking up a genius idea. Kunichiro finds a shiny red balloon. Such a dangerous place for such a poppable entity. It'd be a shame if I popped it. And Kizakura actually slides back under the rope and says, I'm back. Kizakura, before the end of the game, slides in and says, what you know about this? He said, I'm back in here. 7 people are now in the rumble as Golden also makes his way into the fray. Tsubasa cost her rad. No. What is the cost of being rad, I suppose, is the real question. Cast her rod out into the river, pulls out a tuna. Somebody's gonna eat good tonight. Now, we do have to point out there are now 7 people in the rumble. 14 have entered. We're about to reach that halfway point. Let's see who entrant number 15 is. It is Makoto Naegi joining the fray. Ladies and gentlemen, the tag, half of the tag team, both halves rather, or I guess both representatives from the tag team champions are in the match right here, right now, as Kizakura has found a table. Nagisa puts a death collar, Tsubasa puts a death collar on Golden while he's asleep. I saw down there that Nagisa is not feeling so alive right now. Kunichiro accidentally lets go of his own balloon is incredibly sad. Oh, Golden fights for truth, honor, and justice. Golden becomes Super Golden. That sounds about canon. Abigail knocks out Kizakura in a fist fight and puts a death collar on him. Hutao runs into the arena, joining the fray. Archon Superficial and Nagisa grant him a Geo vision, but maybe those Archons of the Geo are like Toph earthbending Archon, and they are blind because that potential they saw was incorrect. As Gundam transformed into an alien who's very fast, so fast that Nagisa is cut to pieces before Abigail's eyes, and she didn't even see a thing. We are down 8 competitors now. We have 8 alive and kicking in this rumble, and 14 have left to come in. Who will be entrant number 17? We'll find out potentially next round, but for right now, it is declared a Loon 4. Employee of the month, Nagisa. Boy's gone, but he could be back. It's still Orteal. Never forget. Anything can happen in Orteal, and just as anything can happen in the next round, that's a whole lot of gold. And Golden finds a massive sack of apples. Makoto and Kizakura reminisce over their title victory. Hey, you know what? Those are the two who decided to work together to keep the titles, you know? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Kizakura then says, now that our reminiscing is done, grabs Makoto by the throat and chokeslams him through a table, which is crazy. Tsubasa punched a tree and nearly broke her own wrist, but fortunately the yeet ball fell from the tree. Hu Tao then steals that yeet ball, and Abigail steals that yeet ball from Hu Tao. Gundam challenges Abigail and Tsubasa in anything goes pancaking competition. Gundam eats the most pancakes, and I think he may actually already be in the World Pancake Championship? No. Maybell is, which is kind of goated, but you know, it is what it is here. Get Gundam in there. My boy. Gund Ham. The Supreme Overlord of Ice is now in the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Kunichiro, however, wants it to end already, but it's only ended this round for Makoto, and is declared a Loon 4. Makoto Naegi. He can only hope he has better luck tonight against Kave for the AWE Championship. We will see. Let's proceed. However, we still have 14 people left into the Rumble. Nobody entered this round, as we've lost one competitor. We still wonder who will be number 17. It will be Kole as she runs in and joins the fray, baby. Tsubasa steals Abigail's G-ball, runs off with it. Hu Tao tries to kill Golden, but Golden retaliates and kills her instead. Gundam then traps and kills Kizakura in a box, doesn't kill him in a box, actually ships the box to Brazil. He lived, surprisingly enough. Golden somehow finds a suit of immutable armor, Kunichiro starts sobbing uncontrollably, and Abigail doesn't know how to skateboard but knows how to swang one around. Kole, Gundam, and Tsubasa were caught in the wake of Abigail's path of destruction. Holst, however, finally runs in as entrant number 17. And enters the Rumble, which is crazy. That's not true. Kole is number 17, and then Holst was after that. Anywho, 18. Who will be 19 is what we'll be answering next. But for right now, we actually had a pretty bloody day. Pretty bloody day indeed. It's the bloodiest day so far of this Rumble. It's declared a Loon 4. Hu Tao, Kizakura, Kole, Gundam, Tsubasa. Is Holst only our second of the... Oh, the entrant orders are all over the place then. Holst, I suppose, then is our only our second, surprise entrant. After Tsubasa, and Tsubasa just died. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna proceed and we're gonna keep going. Holst comes in at number 18. Who will come in after him? We will see. A lot of people coming in. As round 18 begins, Abigail tries to kill Golden, but Golden's 9 armor diverts the blow. Kunichiro uses a mysterious gas to knock out Abigail and Holst, death claws on the both of them. Holst feels strong enough to handle anything, and that, you know what, feels about right. Melody runs into the arena, joining the fray. OC Tag Team Champion, the better half of her team, you better believe, is in action right here, right now. Boss runs into the arena, joining the fray. Izzy. Wait a minute, I changed Izzy's picture on the other one, but I didn't change it on the actual tab, and I think that's hilarious. Izzy runs in the arena, joining the fray as a replica of her old tag team championship. Lloyd Banning, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, take two. Lloyd Banning, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper, runs into the arena, joining the fray. Who would have thunk Lloyd Bannings is here? Golden pulls out a golden apple out of the sack. Golden force feeds into the corpse of Makoto, and miraculously the AWE champion and the Hunger Games tag team champion miraculously sits up and he finds a hat rack. That's crazy. He pulls him back over the top rope as we go to the next round. Holst thinks about what he did up here. Melody is sick and tired of playing nice and turns heel. Golden then gives Makoto an apple. Says, here, have this one too. Makoto thanks him, and then he starts coughing. He gave him a golden apple and then poisoned him right afterwards. That's crazy. Golden, what are you doing? Lloyd, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper, finds my climate change remote. What? Oh boy, that's not good. Dark Juice rolls around Gundam's body as his reanimated corpse is back as a zombie. Boss sneaks up on Izzy, but Izzy's known that she was being followed by Boss for ages, counterattacks and kills Boss. Abigail uses the base of a cliff as a half-pipe. Kunichiro kind of wanders off and gets lost in every scene again. Makoto finally succumbs to the poison that was weakening his body after he got brought back to life and perishes again. Makoto, goodness gracious, Golden played you like a fiddle apparently. He said, welcome back Makoto, haha JK. And thus it's a clear Daylune for Boss, Kunichiro, Makoto, again. Funny. What incredible timing. Oh, who would have thunk? That being said, that's what you get in a little rumble. We still got 8 people left to enter this rumble. Who will they be? Who will be entrant number? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. I don't know who's gonna be next, but I will see with you as Lloyd. Son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper, finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. Lloyd Bannings, this one's for you. If you didn't know, Lloyd Bannings is a member of the SSS. Don't want to second guess. They're gonna solve all your support requests, baby. Hironobu. His lifeless body is writhing with maggots. Melody accepts her shadow as Melody gains a power persona. Gundam thinks his rattling limbs around. He's like, oh, these limbs are made for rotting, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these limbs will gonna rot right over you. Abigail begins glowing, turns bright, becomes a light bearer. Remember anything well, I don't think it really matters anymore, actually, so never mind. Arrow runs into the arena, joining the fray as well. Holst has found a table, Hogan goes through it. Izzy has been hot on Abigail's trail for days now. Abigail thinks she's gotten away, but Izzy has deduced her location, delivered the final blow. No light bearer victory today. Tsubasa, who did not get a chance to interact with other Tsubasa, is in the fray. If I had a nickel for every game that I'm currently playing on the channel that has a Tsubasa in it, I would have at least 2 nickels. I suppose there's a world where I could have another nickel based on what Saturday he's playing, but if I don't, then at the very least 2 nickels, which is, you know, it's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. In very quick succession, pretty much back-to-back when I started 2 series. Anywho, Golden and Melody, the 2 mightiest competitors in the arena, do battle. Though Melody used underhanded tactics, Golden, he beat the heart of a true face, never gave up, and was able to conquer the heel in Melody. And thus she is down. 6 people alive in the Rumble, 6 people yet to enter the Rumble. Who will win this Rumble? I don't know, but it's clear Daylune 4. Abigail, Melody. 6 people left, 12 people in total, 6 people are already in here. Who will enter the Rumble next at number, what, 24? Yeah? Who will enter at number 24? That is correct. Let's proceed to find out. Right now, we have Golden, Tsubasa, Abigail, Holst, Arrow, and no, not Gundam. Gundam is a dead boy. Lloyd, Banning, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper, still in play. Let's see who rocks this one. Holst accepts the shadows. Holst gains a power persona. Gundam continues to decompose as he continues to move. Golden washes the blood off of his knight's armor. Oh no, Lloyd, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper. His bike's brakes snap, and he goes riding high speed into a tree branch, killing him, Lloyd. Now, Izzy found a dimensional side. Those were supposed to be collected at the end of Season 4. Arrow tries to build a tank out of 6 and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Taz runs to the arena, joining the fray. Welcome into the OC champion and Taz. The man who saved us all from Squid, blessed be. Tsubasa slips in the mud by a river, and Crazy Yoko runs into the arena, also joining the fray, and now we only have 4 people left to enter this match. That being said, it is one of the saddest of all moments in a Claire de Lune 4. Lloyd Bannings, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper. Rest in peace to our leader of the SSS. Don't need a second guess. This is the bottom line, is true. We will proceed though, as we have 7 people still in here, 4 people left to enter the Rumble. I don't really know who's left. We're talking secret entrants were Lloyd, Holst, Tsubasa. Are we still missing 2? Now, I don't even remember. We'll find out. We're going to have to click next round to find out anyway. Who else did I put in here? Golden Munchkin on red. Macintosh Apple is pretty ill. Subasa's writhing with maggots. Arrow finds a pitchfork, which they figure is great for lobbing at enemies. Taz just found a fishing rod. Now he can catch all the fish. Catch all the fish. Taz gonna catch all the fish. Tsubasa finds a skateboard. Time to do some sick moves. Crazy Yoko is looking particularly erratic today. AZ finds some moo shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Holst persona levels up Sai to Seo, which is crazy. That's a killing move now. Holst going crazy. And Gundam still dangling his wither limbs around. He's not feeling so good. He's very zombied. We are now seeing some shenanigans as they go down, as Tsubasa has found a table, hopefully nobody goes through it. Kokoro runs to the arena, joining the fray at number 26. Izzy slices her sights, opening a dimensional rift for Spire style, kicking Holst into the despair dimension. Gundam tackles Tsubasa to the ground, bites her. She is now a zombie. Rest in kind of peace. It's Pilot to zombie Tsubasa. Golden wasn't looking to fall right off a cliff. Rest in peace to Golden. Taz lays his title belt on the ground, grabs Crazy Yoko in a headlock, drives her skull into the hard metal, killing her. Remember the 2 survivors, I guess, the winner and the runner-up are both going on to the season 18 premiere, so do keep that in mind. That is the thing that is going on. Holst runs from the demons lurking in the despair dimension. Arrow lobs their pitchfork at Izzy, killing her immediately, and Pilot is here. We still have 2 competitors left to enter this Rumble. Who will they be? I guess we're going to find out soon, shan't we? We shall indeed chant. But as we chant, it is a Claire de Lune 4. Golden, Crazy Hyoko, Izzy. We have to keep in mind we have a zombie, 2 zombies in play. Gundam, who's the alpha zombie, now has one turn to his name. Tsubasa is the under zombie. Who will win this thing? Will it be one of our live competitors? Will it be someone who's not in the Rumble yet? Will it be Pilot? Let's find out, because I can't give you saving grace picks until everyone is in the Rumble. Will that happen? As we proceed, let's see who these last 2 people are. I think I know one of the 2. I know both of them now. As Kokoro finds a boombox and plays some sick beats, Pilot doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Holst feels his energy slowly being drained. Arrow follows some sparkle scales for a magic wand. Gundam, his body continues to decompose even as he continues to move. Granny has entered the arena, ladies and gentlemen. She's got her shoe in her hand. She's about to bop anybody who comes her way. Granny is in the Rumble, baby. Welcome in, Sid Lally, as Taz catches Rod in the river, pulls out a tank. Oh my gosh, a tank? If the last person enters the Rumble at the start of the next round, Taz could just fire a shot and it could be over. We'll see how it happens. Tsubasa dangling her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Let's see what the next round brings us. It brings us the final competitor in this Rumble. It is Kara. That is, I was like, oh yeah, Kara's not in the Rumble. I actually didn't know Kara drew number 30. As Lali finds Thursday's left shoe. Pilot finds a pillow, so sleepy. Oh, Kara's out, no! Oh, dang. But I can't give you guys saving grace picks, as Holst is still running from the demons lurking in the despair dimension. Kokoro steals Taz's tank while he's asleep. Kara runs to the arena, joining the fray. Gundam, his body continues to compose even as he continues to move. Rather, Tsubasa's dangling her withered limbs around. Arrow waves their magic wand around, sending sparkles everywhere, with 5 competitors left now as Taz duels it out with Kara and Cards bites the dust. We hit one final Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Kara. Because I can now say with confidence, confidence. It is time for your Saving Grace picks. Focus here, we got 5 competitors. The OC champion Taz is still in. There's a world now where Taz not only is your OC champion, but he could go on to win the Champion of Champions title. Will that happen? That world exists. Kokoro, who I believe entered just now at 27? If I remember right, I could be wrong. You guys will know better than me. I'm not going back to check. Kokoro enters at 27. That is a magic number when it comes to Royal Rumbles. That being said, will Kokoro win tonight? We will see. Is in the final 5. Speaking of in the final 5, we also have Arrow waving a magic wand around. It is, what, 3 OCs? 3 OCs, Pilot and Sitlali are your final 5. It is Kokoro, Taz, Arrow, Pilot, and Granny. That is... If you gave me $1 million, I would not have gambled on this final 5. I mean, I probably would have gambled on... I would have gambled on Kara, and Kara's not in the final 5. That's crazy. Make your picks first, second, third. I will make mine as well, because now we're pretty much in standard game, and it is gonna be a crisis of fate between these 5. Give me... I think Pilot's gonna, like, get lost in the last round. That's what I feel, but I'm gonna take Taz for the win. I'm going to take Taz for the W. OC champion is going to have a stunning victory here in a Rumble as well. I don't remember when Taz entered, so, you know, that's going to be up to you guys saying, oh, Taz actually entered here. Because, you know, even though we have Rumble entries that are, like, physically set, there is always a chance that you can come out earlier than your set number or later than your set number. But if your set number arrives, you will be coming out at your set number. That is how that works. That being said, well, I guess we'll see. I guess you can never come out later than your set number. Never mind. Part of that was false, but you can't always come out earlier. We saw it just earlier because I think Squid was set to be number 10. My picks are already stated. You guys made them in the comments. Let's get this episode on the road because those 5, Granny, Pilot, Kokoro, Taz, and Arrow are all we like to call within our final 5. A crisis of fate. And as we see such, we must keep in mind Holst is in the Despair Dimension, and Gundam and Tsubasa are both zombies. Next round sees, another zombie is in Tsubasa. How could you? Well, now Tsubasa's tied with Gundam in turns, as Gundam's body continues to decompose even as it continues to move. The nuclear waste from the power plant that was built on top of the arena, the arena was built on top of, reanimates Abigail's body, zombifying them. Pilot finds a dapper suit. Arrow gestures angrily toward Kokoro with their magic wand. Kokoro only has time to feel her lungs turn into cauliflower before she topples over, no longer alive. Sitlali picks up whatever looks neat and cool, laying in various places as we are at your final 3. As Ruka's corpse putrefies silently. Hu Tao's back as a ghost. Can't say that surprises me. Tsubasa grabs Pilot's arm, his little itty bitty thing, and turns him into a zombie. Gosh darn it, Pilot, you got turned. I guess you could still win this game if you're turned, actually. You're gonna have to turn somebody twice and make sure neither of the other zombies turn anybody. Anywho, Holst is grabbed by a possessed tree and pulled apart piece by piece. Rest in peace. Taz punched a tree and nearly broke their own wrist. Unfortunately, from that, in the final 3 falls a yeet ball. It is a terrible turnabout for our fallen 2. Kokoro. Holst. And I think we have to point something else out. We do have a ghost, so it could be a possession session. Will that happen? Well, it's still a crisis of fate for now, so. Shall we? I believe we shall. Right now, it is Taz with a broken wrist. It is Sitlali who's just picking things up, and it is Arrow who's got magic. Oh, it's magic, you know. Better believe it might not be so because Squid also back as a zombie. Taz runs that yeet ball back for a big touchdown. Arrow finds a bikini and puts it on. As we are, it could actually be over. Hu Tao kills Taz through ghastly means. Koru's corpse rots peacefully. It's not over yet. We are at your final 2 officially. Gundam still withering his dangling his withered limbs. Sid Lolly spots something shiny in the distance, and Abigail's body continues to rot even as she continues to move. Right now, let's talk about all of our potential options. First of all, it's a terrible turnabout for the OC champion, Taz. Very close to the final two, but I guess there is also a world where Hu Tao possesses Taz after killing Taz. It wouldn't be the craziest flip-flop that we've seen today. I'm talking about the sack of apples. That being said, right now is a battle. Currently, Arrow and Sid Lolly are going on to the premiere. That could all change should we see some zombie shenanigans, ghost shenanigans, and the like. But I must ask you, between those two, just who will it be? Arrow, Granny. Granny Itzali Sid Lolly is here for, I believe, the first time. I believe the last time we did a Genshin episode, it was prior to the release of Natlan. So, put that all in your system. It's Granny's first time. Is Granny gonna have that beginner's luck and take the victory today? Or will it be Arrow, who has held tag team gold this past season? I believe in that episode, was it Pi who carried? Yes, Pi carried them to the victory. Will it be Arrow carrying themselves to the victory today? That's the real question. It only gets one answer. Will it be Granny, Arrow, ghost shenanigans, zombie shenanigans? I'm unsure, but next round sees the Rumble winner will be you. Oh man, Gundam was so close. Oh man, Gundam, if somebody had turned Sid Lolly, Gundam would have won this game, unless Tsubasa turned. No, even if Tsubasa turned Gundam, I'm sorry, turned Sid Lolly, Gundam still would have won based on the heritage. That being said, we have our victory, and let's talk about it. Pilot is rotted away, no longer moving. Pilot is still moving fine. Don't worry, you guys. I'm looking at him right now. He's literally doing his little. He does his. I don't want to call it a butt dance, but like every so often he'll just like have his butt up on the heater. It'll just, you know, it's the butt dance. That turtle's got some serious squirrels in his pants. That being said, Tsubasa dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Squid's body continues to rot even as continues to move. Abigail dangles her rotting limbs around, fiddling with them. And the Arc-Configurational and Arrow grant them a Dendro vision. However, Sid Lolly accepts her Shadow of Sid Lolly, gains a power persona. As Arrow's trying to play around with their new vision, a Dendro vision, something that Kaveh does not have the luxury of having anymore in the AWE. Gundam grabs a hold of Arrow's leg, bites them, turning them into a zombie. And Hu Tao says, man, dinner would be nice if only I could have some. We are down to just one, but because it's no zombie victory, that does mean Arrow does still take second place and makes it to the premiere. Arrow, Sid Lolly both make it to the premiere, but today's winner in her first game after this terrible turnabout for Pilot. And Arrow too, I guess, but like Arrow's only half dead, let's be real. That being said, let's talk about it. Can you believe it? Can you hear that, baby? Your winner. Somebody hide my Roran. Somebody call my grandma. Somebody call my grandma. Somebody please call my grandma. Sid Lolly wins. Granny wins. Granny is the winner. She's going to the premiere, and so is Arrow. Hey, yeah, Granny Itzali. Yeah. Somebody call my grandma. Somebody call my grandma. Somebody call my grandma. Somebody please call my grandma. Anywho, Granny Itzali won. And she had I think a decent game. Did she? I don't remember if she did too much, actually. She came in at 29, and I don't think she got any kills for it. I think she just hung around and said, I'm fine. That is the truth. She did not do anything. Well, she did not, you know, get any kills. I do need to go ahead and put this here. But she was a surprise entrant, so that's kind of neat. Arrow, being not a surprise entrant, did, however, take second place, and the two of them, I need to make sure I write them down. go on to the Season 18 premiere for a chance at the Champion of Champions title. Will Arrow be the second OC to do it? That world exists. Let me see. Sit Lolly. Congratulations to her. Gundam had 6 KOs. A lot of them were zombified KOs because he was like, I'm about to bite some people. And I think I only bit 2 people. So the other, well, not even half of them were zombified, but you know, getting 2 bites is still pretty nice. Especially in just a game of 30. Abigail had 3. An all-star in her own right. Arrow had 2, Taz had 2, Golden had 2, Izzy had 2, and I want to be frank, it's really hard to build up a lot of kills in a Rumble style match, so 6 is pretty impressive. So major kudos to Gundam, major kudos to anybody who really got a kill, and that is our game. It's just so funny to me looking down and seeing Lloyd Banning, son of a fisherman, grandson of a rock star, great-grandson of a stripper. That is pretty hilarious. Hey, that's our episode, and it was a fun preseason episode. But there's also a very fun fracture going on tonight. So why don't we talk about it? Because we got Team Wa versus Cassius and Kaito for the AWE Tag Team Championships. We got the Flame Tribe versus Hot Topic versus you and I for the AWE Tag Team Championships as well. What else do we got? We got 2 big ladder match qualifiers. We got Hina versus Panette. Again, Hina said, hey, look, I gotta get my lick back. Especially after Panette afterwards hit Hina with a steel chair. Number 1 versus number 5 will go on again if Panette's able to pull off another shocking victory. Hina defends that championship and essentially puts her spot at AV Mania on the line. Oh, you know what? I'll let Sunday talk about that one, because I have like almost the full match card here, I think. So outside of that, we have, of course, Makoto versus Kave. No DQs, no countouts, no holds barred. After Kave beat the champion via countout, tonight Makoto has no escape. Will Kave save him from despair? Or will Makoto's, I guess the consequences of Makoto's actions continue to haunt him? Everyone's eyes. If you asked me a week and a half ago, maybe not everyone's eyes would have been on that match. But now, after the past like week and a half, everyone's eyes are on Makoto and Kave in tonight's main event. No holds barred, no DQs, no countouts. And it all goes on tonight at AWE Fracture. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.